All right, enough with that music. I love it every time. Hey guys, long time no see. Chad with Highlander Salt, and we're back with some race news. I got a lot of stuff going on tonight. We're going to reveal the Dark Ages medal. We're going to talk about the new venue. I'm going to bring on one of our newest sponsors. We'll get to that here in just a second. But I'm glad to see you guys. Unfortunately, Irish Matt is probably not joining us today. He has a late bagpiping lesson. I'm not joking. He does actually. But I gave him the link, so I'm hoping he joins us later on in the broadcast. But in the meantime, I have a good friend of ours, a race team member, and an OCR guru himself. We're going to go ahead and bring on our good friend. Let me get some good music for him. Let's see, what can we give him? We'll give him a little White Stripes. Yeah. John Yokish. What's up, my friend?
How's it going, Chad?
Doing good. Hey, you just signed on to be one of our newest sponsors. We're super excited about that. And you've I lost my notes there. There we go. You are involved. You're down in Springfield, first off, down in Springfield, Illinois area. Do you live in Springfield, or are you just outside of there?
I live in Springfield.
In Springfield. Okay. So when you come up, it's kind of a drive. So we appreciate that, number one. Number two, you got some exciting stuff going on down there. Our newest sponsor, you have the Springfield Boot Camp. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what that's all about?
Yeah, for sure. So 2020, COVID, gym shut down. Sucked. But there was a group of us at one of the gyms local here in Springfield, and we went to the boot camp class. And when the gym shut down, instead of not working out at all, we all decided to go to the parks. So 2020, I think the entire year of 2020, we did different workouts at different parks. We'd move it around. And I had never really put on a workout myself before that. So I decided just to write a workout, and that turned into writing multiple workouts. And so for that year and part of 2021, we did a lot of outdoor works. I mean, we were doing 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes doing workouts. Gyms opened up, kind of quit doing it as much. And then 2023 kind of missed it. I was like, it was fun, get outdoors. So I threw on a kind of a big, we call it the hill workout. And it was that there's a big hill in Springfield. It's called Centennial Hill, and threw a big workout, did a cookout afterwards, had a great turnout. We all had fun, and then kind of took off from there. I think I did one more that year, and then 2024 did a few. And then last year I did end up doing, I think 7 months, one per month of these workouts. So it's just getting community. I put it on for free. And just get people out there and give them an opportunity to come work out and build community. So here locally in Springfield.
Awesome. Very cool. So if someone's in that area, is there a way to reach out to you that maybe join you on one of those workouts?
Yeah, absolutely. So I usually post stuff on Facebook and Instagram, especially leading up to the workouts. We do have a boot camp group that people can join. That will put stuff out there. Right now that is, people can request to join, or I can invite them, or other members can invite them to it as well. So a big part of it's word of mouth right now to the community.
All right. I think we're going to go through some videos here in just a second, but you were talking about this hill workout. Is that one of the videos, or can you kind of explain how it works?
Yeah. So the hill workout example, it's not one of the videos because I was struggling getting it to send to you. But so I'll just go through this hill workout. So you take a deck of cards, and you have 4 suits, and each suit is a exercise. So 4 exercises, and and also 2 jokers. So one of these suits is going up and down the hill one time. And then I think may have been like some diamond push-ups, a core, and then maybe some other kind of leg. I'm not sure. And then the jokers were 50 burpees. So I have one deck. I draw a card. It could be, we'll just say spades is the hill. Draw 10 of spades. That means 10 times up and down that hill. and then you draw another card, whatever it is. Sometimes you can get a 10 of spades 10 times and then an 8 of spades, and you're doing right after that 8 more times up and down this hill. And so until you get through the whole deck. And I chose aces not to be 1. I chose them to be 15 just because I thought it'd be fun to make it more. So it ended up being 99 times up and down this hill, plus 99 of everything else, and 100 burpees. I think it ended up taking 2 hours and 15 minutes. There was 3 of us, I believe, or 4 that actually completed all of it. But the workouts are designed for some people can't do that, and that's perfectly fine. It's more like just get out, try, enjoy, and enjoy community. So no one's expected to do everything.
Is that when you draw the cards, is that for the whole group, or does each individual person get their own?
So in that workout, it was I drew 1 card and everybody did that. Now I've modified that a little bit to where everybody got their own deck, and then they kind of draw and go through their own deck. So yeah, so you kind of modify because either you're slowing down or people are not able to finish. So I had to learn as I go, kind of a thing.
It's a little bit similar to what Matt had put out for the 12 Days of Christmas. I think he had a card thing similar to that. I like the idea because you never know what you're going to get. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we go ahead and look at some of these videos here real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead and, I'll share my screen here. All right, so we'll pull up the.
I'm going to throw you a curveball, Chad. Go to the very bottom.
All right.
That one right there.
This one. Click that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you can open this. Okay, so this right here was a go up a little bit. This was another card workout I did, but instead of a hill, it was running. And if you click on there should be a video, I believe. So watch this video a little bit. And I bought these big playing cards,
wow.
And I have had them throughout this entire trail. And if you drew that card, you had to run all the way until you found that card and turn around and come back.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I designed a 3-mile course. I think it was a 5-mile course, an 8-mile, and a 10-mile course. And everybody could choose which one they wanted to go with based off of where they were at and stuff. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, this was fun. And then go to the next slide picture.
All right, let me get out of this. Stand by. All right, so we'll go back. Did you want to see any more of the cards?
Yeah.
Do you want some more of this, or to go back to?
Well, there's something fun. Click on that right there, and sorry, it's gonna just keep.
No, you're good. So that's what we did.
Keep going. There's some fun. One more. Well, I thought there was. So part of this, and you can get off of that. Part of this workout was I brought air horns.
Okay.
And so everybody had their own deck, and every deck had 2 jokers in it.
All right.
And the way I designed it is whenever someone drew a joker, they had to blow an air horn.
All right.
And that air horn could be heard throughout the entire park and even the trails. So anybody that was in that area, not on the trails running at the time, had to, as a team, do 200 burpees.
Oh, wow.
Essentially, you yell it out. But what the sweetest thing was when you're on the trail and you hear the air horn, because you didn't have to do any burpees. And so I wish I thought that would be a video in there, but that was a fun thing. And then at the end of it, I think everybody had PTSD from air horns after that. So I think we did 2,800 burpees or something.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't come back after that.
Man, you would.
I hate burpees, man. They're the worst. Give me anything but burpees.
Yeah. So that was another design I did with the card workout as well.
Awesome. That's cool stuff, man. All right. So did you want to go through this other video or?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So there we go. This way you can talk about it.
Yeah. So this was one of the workouts out at Centennial Park here, a local park here in Springfield, and had actually a really big group. This was, I believe, the second one last year. And so I had different stations. That was kind of like the kettlebell station right there. And It had a whole bunch of different workouts, and you had to go down the list on the board and complete all the different exercises and how many reps it was. And then I designed it to where you continue to run around in a loop, and you'll hit different stations and stuff. Sorry, it's kind of a long video.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, so that's part of the running. And then I believe it's going to come up to some people, the rope station. So I had like three or four different ropes, and you had to go through as well. So
Oh, battle
different
ropes. I got you. Okay.
battle ropes. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of how I designed some of the workouts, and you'll hit different stations, and you kind of go through a flow of it. So I try to make everyone unique when
Is this all your equipment?
Not all of it. A lot of it is, but I also borrow quite a bit from different people. So
Cool.
I bought the kettlebells though during COVID. I went a little crazy and bought a ton of kettlebells. So, but yeah. So yeah, this was a fun that I set up a tent. Usually I have nutrition and food and drinks and everything for everybody. And the goal is just to be, have fun, good time.
Oh yeah.
Through it.
The weather looks great. I wish it was like that now.
I know, no doubt. It'll be here soon. Then it'll be really hot.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that's just another one. That's just another one of the workouts right there. So, and these are great amazing people. Really good friends of mine. Some of like in this one, I met, I think 6 or 7 brand new people. And then that's always the fun part is when new people show up and people bring friends. Not always do people come back though, but that's right.
So, yeah, it's just like anything else. Races are the same way. So
yeah, for sure.
You hope they come back, but sometimes it's just not their thing.
Yeah, no doubt. So, but yeah,
very cool.
And it's probably more just of that. So
awesome. You want to go ahead and we'll go to that next one then?
Okay, that sounds good.
Let's do that. That was it the thank you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So this one. 1, 2, 3. So this one, I tried to design a little bit of a course / obstacle. I mean, I don't really have obstacles, but we went through an obstacle. One of the things was you had to shoot a free throw. If you missed it, you had to do broad jumps across a thing. And you had like 3 chances. So if you kept missing them, you kept having to do broad jumps. And then finally you moved to the next station.
I love skill obstacles.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it was, it's kind of just fun. It brought a little bit of fun to sometimes miserable workouts, at least the way I take it. But yeah, so we just went through a course and you just kept going through it until I think we had like an hour and a half time limit or something like that. One of my buddies, he brought his kids over. They had fun. At some point you'll see my son, he showed up as well. But yeah. And then, like I said, either this is my equipment or a large portion of this is just, friends bringing their equipment and let me borrow it and stuff.
Gotcha. How many hammer hits do you have to do?
I think it's probably 10. My guess. That's usually would be the number that I would throw out there. That was my son that just went through that. Yeah. He said this was his favorite one because he got to go through water. So
cool. Well, bring him to the daytime Highlander. He'd enjoy it then.
Yeah.
Very cool. Good stuff. All right. Go ahead and clear out of that. John, that's some awesome stuff. I'm getting some ideas for Highlander from there. So.
Oh, nice.
I'll just have to credit you once we post those out. Is there anything else you want to include as far as the workouts go? How often do you do them?
So I am my group's probably wondering if I was still alive a little bit because I've kind of taken a couple months off from really posting too much. But I'm trying to work through and think through this year. I'm pivoting just a little bit. I'm going to probably go down a little bit on how many different workouts I have, but also make them a little bit more creative this year. I've got some themes I'm working on. A few years ago, I did a scavenger hunt workout. Uh-huh. So I'm kind of trying to gear more towards that kind of thought process. And that scavenger hunt workout, it was like 2 months building into it, where I would go out and hide things out in this area where people had to go and find it. And then it went towards like credit towards where they can get stuff in the workouts. So benefited them. And that was a team workout. So I wanted to build in more creative stuff, and which of course, when you do more creative, it adds more time to prep and plan. So I'm not positive on the dates yet. I'm going to be working on that over the next few weeks on putting a calendar out for this year. My guess is I'm probably going to go down to 4 creative workouts this year, and then may throw in some small stuff in there as well for people that want to come out and just work out with me and stuff. So
awesome.
Yeah, but I'll be putting that out there and for everyone so they can know and plan accordingly.
And then that's your personal Facebook page then?
So I will post it, of course, to my personal Facebook page. It'll be in the boot camp group. I may create I've got to work on, I may create a boot camp page as well. Just so, because unless you're a member of the group, you can't actually see anything. Right. So I may create a page just so people can check out information, but then choose to whether or not they want to join the group and stuff.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, as soon as you get that, let us know. We'll get it out to everybody. That way they can kind of keep tabs on that for you.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely will.
Awesome. All right. I appreciate you coming. We really appreciate your sponsorship. Without people like John, Highlander Assault wouldn't be what it is today. Sponsors go a long way. We don't make any money on this race. It's for the love of the sport and for the love of all the people that come out. I don't know about you, but the OCR community is like one of the greatest group of people that I've ever hung out with, and I want to keep it that way. So let's keep Highlander going, get those sponsorships in. Speaking of sponsorships, if you're interested in sponsoring Highlander, we're starting to get some sponsors rolling in now, John being one of those. I'm going to go ahead and we'll kind of go through this here. I'll pull up the sponsor sheets and kind of explain a little bit about the sponsorship. So as you see this page here, the tier 1 sponsorship on the left, what that is that gets you a sponsorship for the entire year. So you'll get a banner that goes up at every event, signage at an obstacle, logo at the stage, logo on the website with a hyperlink. We'll call you out on social media. We'll give you space at the race. We'll throw your logo. John made it just in time for Dark Ages, so we'll have his logo on the metal ribbon, finisher shirt, and then we'll have some stage announcements, and you get some race entries. So don't worry, though, if you miss this race for the medals. If you still want to sponsor, we'll put you on the next couple ribbons is fine. That's an all-year sponsor, so that's our tier 1. Tier 2, what that means is if you want to sponsor us, you will get a sponsorship per race. So we have our 3 events: Dark Ages, Highlander Assault, and Haunted Highlander. If you want to sponsor us at one of those, you would pick a tier 2, and then these are the sponsorship categories. As you can see, you can also find these at HighlanderAssault.com. There's a form you can fill out to submit a sponsorship. We'd love to have you. We do as well do in-kind. So if you're like a lumber store or you have something that would be valuable for our race, it could even be, pickle juice or something that we hand out to the racers during the race. We can talk to you about that being an in-kind sponsorship as well. So check us out, HighlanderAssault.com. Click on sponsorship, and all this information will be right there for you. All right, so it's a big year for us, John. Highlander Assault's going into its 10th year of racing. We started kind of around the same time as like the Frontline OCR. I think we're the same year. And then I came originally from Abominable Snow Race with Bill Wolf, who we were kind of co-founders on that. I left the Arctic and started Highlander with a couple of buddies of mine. And we still work with Abominable and Frontline and now Midwest OCR. So it's kind of a big local race community. So we love doing that. But it being our 10th anniversary, just some highlights. We're going to have one big last final blowout race at Holiday Hills up by McHenry, and that will be our Dark Ages. So the trails are open, so there's not going to be, any areas that are off limits for us. So we're going to make a really awesome trail. They actually have it all ready to go. We'll reveal that when we kind of figure out the obstacles for that. Tiki Torch trails, again, bonfire pits, all your favorite obstacles. We may bring back some that haven't been there for a while, or we may include a new one here or there. I say may because we are moving to the new location where we're building a bunch of new stuff. So Dark Ages, it'll be a totally different race. I know the course is different than it has been in the past, so that's new. We have several options for you. You have the Elite Heat, which is you're going to do your 4 mile elite, or you can do the open heat. Same thing, folks that are new to this, you don't have to complete all the obstacles. We just ask that you try your best, make a couple of attempts, and if you can't do it, move on to the next one and have that as a goal for the next race. Elite Heat, obviously you have to do that. And then you have crazy people like John who like to just run all night. So we have that as well. So if you want to just keep going on and on and on, unlimited laps. But this will be the final battle in Holiday Hills. We will miss the location. But we had some opportunities at a new venue that we just couldn't pass up on. So we'll talk about that here in a second. But some of you that are following may be Team Highlander members. You're a Team Highlander member, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, I am.
Yeah. So we have a Team Highlander Facebook group where we put out information. We've been kind of a little lax on that because we've been so focused on this move. But we are revamping that. At our last Highlander meeting, we had talked about kind of bringing back our base with our Team Highlander. If you're interested in joining that, you can send us a message on our Highlander Assault page, and then we can send you a link to join. Kind of the basis of that is we'll probably check out your page, and we don't just want everybody joining that just to join. We want people that are really interested in Highlander Assault, really interested in OCR, like-minded people to join. So we'll probably do a little research on you, but most likely we'll get you on there. The benefits of being on Team Highlander Assault, obviously, is the camaraderie. You'll have a big group, a team that you can run with. We do out-of-state races together and in-state races. So, for instance, some of us, again, are going out to Arizona for a Horseshoe Bend OCR. It's literally right next to the Grand Canyon. You see over all these giant cliffs and plateaus and things. It's awesome. We'll go to Warex out in Ohio, one of the best races in America. Some of us are going to be going out to Gladiator Assault Challenge in Iowa. So there's plenty of opportunities to come out and race with us. Mythic Race, we may have a few that go down to that. That's how far is that from you down in St. Louis or near St. Louis?
Springfield.
It's Cape Girardeau, isn't it? It's more closer to Cape Girardeau, I think.
Yeah, so Sykeston, Cape Girardeau.
Yeah, that's right.
Down there. So it's about a 4.5, 5 hour drive for me, I think.
Oh, so that is a longer drive for you. Okay.
Maybe 3.5. I can't remember exactly, but
okay,
I'm going down to it. So
okay. Yeah, it's just the next state over, folks. So it's a good one to go to as well. If you join Team Highlander, they're always posting who's going to where, and then they share accommodations, Airbnbs, things like that. We travel together, we fly together. We do have team uniforms that you can purchase, or we have a new, I call it the bingo card, just to kind of keep people involved and kind of working towards something. We're created this, I call it the bingo card, but it's a way to earn gear and earn some things. I'll pull that up here real quick and kind of give you an idea what we're talking about. So for instance, if you meet 10 of these 16 categories, we will buy you a team sweatshirt or jersey. They're really nice. They're the compression from Team Wooter. That's the brand is Wooter. They make a lot of uniforms and things for different sports. If you do 13 of these, we will buy you a team long race coat. That's like the I forget what the OCR brand is, but it's like the swimmer coats, that the big long swimmer coats that you can put on, so if we're racing in inclement weather, or, you just got out of an ice bath and you're finishing, or you're racing Abominable, we'll buy you this nice warm long coat. If you get all 16, we will get you both. I mean, we may be able to finagle a trade for a race entry or something too, if that's something you want. But some of these things are not hard. If you're going to join the team, you're probably attending Dark Ages, attending Highlander Assault, attending our Haunted Highlander Trail Run. A lot of you volunteer, so all you got to do is grab 10 of these to get something, 13 to get the upgraded coat, and then if you get them all, we will go ahead and give you all of the, or one of the first choice and then the coat as well. So that's some of the perks with it. But just, for me, it's just the laughs and hanging out with people is worth just joining the team altogether. So we have a good time. Feel free to reach out on our Highlander page. We will do a quick review and then we'll get you on the team. So if you have any questions, you can send us a message on Facebook, Instagram, or you can just shoot me an email, chad@highlanderassault.com. Love to hear from you. Love to have you on the team. So we'll start to get that updated there so that you can all see that. Speaking of Team Highlander, since all of you folks have joined us today, I'm going to go ahead and release a special race code for y'all. This is the only place you'll see this one. 20% off any 3 of our races. You can share this with a friend if you want. It's for a limited time, so I have a certain amount. Once they're gone, they're gone. 20% if you use all caps, the show. So 20% off of any race. We'll leave this up for you guys through the rest of the show here. Let's see here. Did we talk about favorite obstacles?
Can I throw something out real quick first, Chad?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Because I think I have a few people on this live that are from down here in Springfield. And so May 2nd is Dark Ages, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So those who are on this call from Springfield, I have an expedition that can hold 7 more people than just me. So there's no reason not to come and join. And there's now a discount code. So you know who you are. So I just want to throw that out there.
Let's see if anybody commented. No, none of your people.
Yeah, we'll give them a little bit of time.
All right.
So,
and if you want to leave
I'll send them a text message as well later.
If you guys want to, you can ask John a question or leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll pull it up for him so you can read it. Feel free. I'd love to hear it. All right. So we were talking about 10th anniversary. I got into Dark Ages and I totally forgot. I was going to ask you, what are your favorite obstacles or parts of any of our events?
So my favorite, rest in peace, King Arthur Challenge in total. And the reason I say that is because I did do a Tough Mudder half back in, I think it was 2018. And then actually it was 2018. A friend I had just met invited me. They said, "Hey, I'm going up to race up north." And I was like, he's like, "I think it's 24 miles." And I'm like, "Wow, that sounds crazy. Let's do it." And so I've tagged along, and my first, I say, true experience with an obstacle course race, because when you did a half Tough Mudder back then, you didn't do any of the actual hanging obstacles. You only did the easy stuff like man carries and stuff, or whatever, all the different ones. But so my first experience was the Highlander Assault 2018. It had just rained like crazy.
Oh, that one.
like insane. I remember, this is funny. It's not like this, but I think it was because you were maybe even short-staffed on like help and stuff that year too, because of all the rain.
Yeah.
And I just remember I was out there for so long doing this 24 miles. And I'm like going along and just grabbing any water bottles that are laying on the ground that had even water in them. I didn't even care whose it was. And I'm just drinking and trying to stroll, but I finished it. 24 mile. I finished it. Never even had run over like 5 miles, I think, before then. And it was absolutely insane. And I didn't do another one for 2 years, but 2 or 3 years maybe. But it was like the best memory ever. And I go anywhere, because I travel around the United States now doing races, and I share everybody about the King Arthur's Challenge and stuff. So, and I know you're going to do an unlimited laps and stuff this year. It's just not going to be called King Arthur, I believe. But so that was always been my favorite thing. It's my first experience with a true obstacle course race was King Arthur Challenge 2018. As far as actual obstacle goes, I'm terrible with obstacle names. Every race, I'm horrible about it. It's that last obstacle. What is that called right before you finish? Go across the finish
Tilt
line.
a kilt.
Tilt to kill. I never was able to finish that obstacle. And Dark Ages, I think 2 years ago when you had both Highlander Assault and Dark Ages on the same day.
Yeah, that was this year.
No, that was 2024.
Are you sure? Oh yeah, you're right. You are right. That's right.
Because that was my first experience really getting to know you guys, because we sat around the fire and we got to hear Matt serenade us all. But I got to that. I didn't fail a single obstacle, and I was trying for 30 minutes on the tilt to kill, and I had to finally give up. But then this year or last year, 2025, for the first time, I was able to complete that obstacle. And stuff.
Well, I think it's probably because you had just ran so many miles.
Well, I just had never finished it. So, but it was my favorite because it was like my enemy that I dreaded. But when I completed it this year, it felt really good. So that's by far my favorite, the tilted kilt obstacle. And, I love the caber carry. So now I'm very particular about it because I make sure it's against my chest. I don't like doing over the shoulder or any of that stuff because I'm pretty sure that's the proper way to do it. Having it to where you're holding it, just leaning up against your chest, and not on your shoulder and stuff.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be both hands on the bottom.
Yeah, and it just
not like this.
Yeah, exactly. So that I enjoy that one. It's a simple obstacle, not obstacle, but part of it. But it's just some reason I like it and stuff. So those are a few of few of the ones I like. I like the swimming. I missed that this year. Hopefully that's potential down the road. But
yeah, we will have some swimming at the new location.
Cool. Yeah.
So that will be for sure.
Yeah. Dreaded. I remember the first time though getting in. I thought, oh, it must be just like waist high, and then realizing like, nope, you actually have to swim. So that was fun.
For those of you out there, we do have life jackets if you cannot swim.
Yeah. Yes. I think we were forced to wear life jackets. You don't have to. That is not optional. War-X is optional.
An insurance issue.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm glad I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'll go into that since we're talking about it. So at the new location, it is, I'm not going to lie, I mean, it's a farm, so it is going to be a little more flat. If anybody's done Richardson's farm for Savage Race, kind of similar to that, we will have a small wooded area. There's some creek crossings. The Gobert's farm is going to create a lot of berms for us. There'll be a lot of mud pits, balance beam crossings. I'm trying to get him to throw in a rig over water. So I'm hoping we can do that. If not this year or the next year. And then we will have a swim. They have a lake, a small lake behind they have this giant Christmas display thing that's just sitting there. But behind that's a giant, more of a pond than a lake, but it's a nice distance to swim. But yeah, it's going to be just the infrastructure at the farm as opposed to where we're currently at. There's a lot more there. Restrooms. There's going to be 2 bars open during the race on site. So if you want to drink afterwards, they'll pretty much have whatever you want. There'll be different food options that they cook on site. They have their own restaurants there. One of the bars on top of the bar, think of like a big Connex box, like those big storage boxes that are on the back of semi trucks. They've turned that into a bar on the bottom. It's really nice. They painted it up and it looks really cool. But on top of that's a stage. So the band will be playing up above where you're getting your drinks and the announcers are announcing. And there's a lot of stuff for kids. So if you have families, you can bring the kids out and they can hang out and play on the playgrounds. And this race coming up, I'm not sure if they will have the farm open for, but the Haunted Highlander, they have like a zoo there. it should be open for the haunted Highlander. They actually have a built haunted house on site as well, so we'll incorporate that into the haunted race. But tons of stuff. Gobert's is going to build some permanent obstacles out there. We'll be bringing pretty much all of our stuff. Anything that was permanent out at the old race site will be rebuilt at the new race site or switched to scaffolding. That would be your metal rigs that you guys are used to seeing at like Midwest OCR Frontline. We had one last year that was the buckler, was the metal rig. So I believe Tilt to Kilt will be switching to a metal frame. Does not change the obstacle at all. It'll be the same. It's just hanging on metal instead of wood. What that does is it allows us to move that around so that we can put it anywhere on the course we want. We'll probably use the traditional by the finish line spot, but you never know. So that's kind of the Gobert's deal. Let me make sure no one has any questions on that. If you got questions, let me know. All right, let's see. It says, okay, here's a good one for you. I'm going to put it on the screen, John.
It's not easy, but I do my best.
So Trish wanted to let us know too. So Gobert's is right off of Interstate 90, which is a major thoroughfare. Lots of restaurants, lots of cool places to go in Huntley, which is the next town over. But there's also hotels nearby. So no worries on finding a place for that. Let's see what else we got here. Peter Beck's talking about the Team Highlander. Glad he got his background check in. Very nice. Is this one of yours?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. That's Emily.
Thanks for the comment, Emily. We really appreciate it. So she's going to earn brownie points, so that's less burpees for her.
Yeah, she does. She's joining May 2nd. She hasn't committed yet, but she's going to.
Awesome.
And Kurt is too, her husband. Yeah, they're
It'll
both.
Be nice to meet both of them.
Yes, yeah. I'll even give him a free ride up. So.
All right. So Trish is one of our owners. She's mentioning that the zoo will be open after September. Go ahead. You were going to say something?
I wanted to give a shout out to Emily. She went with me to Cincinnati Spartan.
Oh, cool.
My last year, my first and hopefully last DNF. Completely kicked my butt. Well, she signed up for Elite Beast.
Uh-huh.
And she got second place overall.
Wow, that's awesome.
Beast. Yeah, she got the medal or the whatever you call it, the plaque and everything and stuff. So yeah, she killed it. That was a brutal course too. So
wow, that's great.
Yeah, so I want to give her a shout out.
That kind of reminds me, you're talking about King Arthur's. So don't say that it's dead. All right, it just we're tweaking a few things once we get to the new location. So I was kind of floating this around. Matt and I were thinking, what if we did Dark Ages? But at the end of Dark Ages, we start an overnighter where the guys go through dark, like make a night King Arthur's where they run until dawn.
Yes.
See how many racers make it through.
Yeah. So what's awesome about that idea, Tough Mudder had what's called the Tough Fist Mudder, which is overnight, and they eliminated it this year. There's more. And
bring that out, all those people will come.
Like I was going to get a season pass with Tough Mudder, but the moment they did that, I decided not to. Because
just think of all those Tough Mudder racers that are missing that. If we promoted that, it could be huge.
Well, and I'm part of a few groups. Like I just joined one of the groups. There's like 14 or 15 people. Joe, I can't remember his last name, Russo, who won the World's Toughest Mudder this year. He's part of the group as well. And I absolutely would throw it out to all of them to come out and do it. I'm going to throw out Highlander Salt anyway, but if you can do some of that, I guarantee you they'll be intrigued.
All right. So that's on our 2027 docket then.
That sounds good.
Need to seriously think about that one. So see, I knew I'd get a smile out of you today. All right. So we got the discount up. We talked about the team. We got the final battle at Holiday Hills. We talked a little bit about Gobert's Farm. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything with that one.
Looks like there may be a few more questions.
Oh, yeah, let's look. Oh, Peter Beck, I'm down for the overnight race. All right, we will look into it for 2027. And then he's commenting about Emily rocking it. Very cool. Peter Beck has a question for you, John.
I'm down.
Yeah.
If
So for those that
if
can't read this, it's John. He's asking John if there's any chance that he doesn't or will do any traveling training, maybe in Northern Illinois or somewhere outside of his local area, our local area.
Yeah, I mean, if we can coordinate something where you guys have a spot, I'm happy to bring up equipment, and I could put together a nice boot camp uh, up north, and maybe the team can come, and anybody else.
Okay,
So
cool. Well,
we
we'll
can
put
work
that
out
out.
logistics.
Yeah, maybe we'll put that out with Team Highlander and then roll it through that way.
That sounds great.
Very cool. All right. So the moment of truth. We're going to show this year's mock-up. Now, this is not the final version. I have to wait for the metal company to say, yeah, we got to tweak it here or there. There'll be some minor changes, but this is what the metal for Dark Ages this year will look like. That being said, you must register now. We're only ordering a certain amount. The first 250 people that sign up get these medals. Everybody else will have to pick from the other medals that we already have. So I encourage you, sign up as soon as possible. Here's the medal. Let me know your thoughts, John.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
So
exciting.
this will be the Dark Ages medal this year. I think it's bad ass.
Yeah.
Got the
Can
Celtic knot.
you take Peter's question off of there?
Yes,
It's
let's
blocking
take
the
that out
bottom
of
of.
the way. Yep, for sure. Let me move that. All right, there we go.
That's sweet.
So yeah, I hope everybody likes this medal. Let us know your thoughts, guys. The ribbon is it's kind of like that. If you see that moon behind him, it's that color with Highlander Salt text, and then it'll have the Springfield Boot Camp in between the Highlander text. So you'll have a couple of the Springfield Boot Camp logos on it as well. So it's going to look pretty cool.
Awesome.
So if you want to get one of these, get signed up as soon as possible. I'm going to put this out on social media too, so everybody knows. So you guys are the first ones to know we're ordering, and you got to get your registrations in. You may not get one. So go ahead and get signed up, kids. Last chance for questions. Start throwing those in there while I talk about. Let me move this off the screen. I'm a little rusty. We haven't done this in a while, so I got to get back in the swing of things. We are going to do top class. Matt usually does top class. I miss him tonight. I wish he was here. However, my top class today goes to, first off, John, your top class. Thank you for sponsoring us. I like what you're doing, keeping the OCR community kind of going and growing down in Springfield, helping us out with Highlander, being a great teammate. We really appreciate it. My other top class will go to Ryan Seifert and Matt Boyle, our race director and our course director. They've already kind of got everything plotted out for Dark Ages. We're way ahead of schedule as far as planning the course and things like that. So really appreciate that, guys. You are both top class. Trish, thanks for getting on the food vendors and all the other stuff that you're doing for me. Appreciate that. So really want to say my whole team, top class. Let's get people signed up for the race team, and we will see you guys all out at the races. We're going to finish up with a couple more comments. Let's see what we got. We got Diana says pretty. We got that metal's fire from Peter Beck. David Bryan looks good. No, David, it looks great. Diana Cook, save one for me since I am the slow one crossing the finish line. Diana, the way we're going to do it is those medals will be labeled. Basically, we're going to have those to where if you register in that first 250, you will have one reserved for you at the finish line. If somebody selects the first heat, but they registered 2 days before, they will have to pick one of the other ones. They're not going to get that one. So we won't have to save it. It'll already be reserved for you, and you will get the one that you want. Same with shirt sizes, folks. I know sometimes, we have to guess on shirt sizes. These things have to be ordered in advance. So, sometimes we may run out of extra large shirts and you're stuck with a double X or a large. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that your shirt and medals are together and that you will get the one that you've reserved, because we want to reward you guys that signed up a little bit earlier. So go ahead and spread the word, get signed up. And those that are on the race team, look out for John. I was going to say, maybe if you do get that Facebook page up, post it on the team page.
Yeah, well,
that way you guys can keep track of that. And then if you have any questions, I'm sure you can reach out to him on the team page as well. If you're not already personal friends on Facebook with him. Those that are signing up, once again, go to our Facebook page, shoot us a message that you're interested in joining, and we'll get back to you. Other than that, thank you guys all for your comments. John, really appreciate it. If you want to hang out just for 1 second after we leave here, I'd appreciate it.
yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
for being on the show today, John receives a firm handshake. So thank you.
It's going to have to be
All
a
right.
digital one.
All right, guys, until next time, we'll have Irish Matt back next show, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you.